Morning, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne. Come along with me for my 5 miles, and it's a gorgeous day. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. We'll start out here, and the weather is just perfect. It's crisp, it's cool, but not cold and not hot, and it's perfect for a 5-mile run, walk, waddle. Oh no, I do wisdom on the run, and we're just having a beautiful day in the neighborhood, in happiness. And yet the gash, as I call it, is not healed yet, so we have to get the gash healed. We have no idea how it happened. I still think it's the underwire that I was wearing, but who knows? And you know, but it has to heal before they can do anything else with it. I never know how these videos are going to turn out, because you know, until you go to edit them, then go, oh, I messed up, I pushed the wrong button. But or I have my makeup or my sunscreen all smeared all over my face, which I don't wear sunscreen, I wear coconut oil. But anyhow, sprinklers on, so I'm running out here on the road because the sprinklers are on right now. And I'm gonna get past all of this. Let me get across the street before the cars come. Here I go, here I go, here I go. Run. And I'm normally running out here, but the last few times I haven't been because I'm kind of fast walking because I'm doing camera, okay? So I have no idea if this is recording. I probably messed up on this because I was just talking about how when you know, I got my diagnosis, no breast cancer, no silicone leakage. They have no idea why I have the gash, as I call it. That has to heal, that has not healed. So I've got antibiotic cream. I stopped the antibiotic pills because they were kind of making me puffy and not feel so good. So I'll go back to the doctors this week, and hopefully it does look like it's healing. But it just was really nasty looking, you know. And like my husband said this morning, he said when it started off it was just an abrasion, because he's the one who discovered it, and then it turned into all this other stuff. So now, the only thing that had me a little bit concerned this morning was, you know, when I woke up all happy because they said I don't have breast cancer. I had red spots on both breasts this morning, but I'm praying and I'm thinking it's from all the squeezing and from the gel that they used in the tests. So I'm hoping for that. But most of the time, now right now I have just a no underwire, but I have like a very light bra on for running purposes. But I don't wear a bra in the house. People don't understand that when you think that you might have cancer, it's very scary. Okay, don't ever minimize that or underestimate that. People say, well, I told you so. Hey, listen, when you're going through that, it is scary. It is absolutely scary. And for about 2 weeks I had scary, because you just don't go to the doctors. They just don't get you in right away anymore like in the old days. Everything is like wait for an appointment, you get put on hold to make an appointment. Then when you get to the doctors and they do blood work and all that, then then you have to wait. It's a waiting game, okay? So the way it's gonna go is I'm going to a surgeon. Now, we believe that this is gonna heal. So I'm praying, but thank God, thank you Jesus, thank you God, it's not cancer. It's not breast cancer. So, and let's just hope that those red spots that appeared this morning are just from the gel, and I'm praying for that. So, okay, so what am I doing now? Well, I'm going to tell you what the plan is, okay? The tentative plan. You know, I'm a size E, like for everything. And at my age of 64, I'm carrying around, they're very perky, and yet that's a lot of weight, you know, to be carrying around. Now, when I was 30s, it was different, but you know, your body changes the older you get. So I'm over 60. So, okay, so this is the thing. I plan on having a breast reduction because, see, they don't know what caused it, but I think it was from my breasts are very large, and wearing support bras, underwire bras, could very well have been most likely what caused it. So to avoid that happening again, I believe that I'm probably going to have a breast reduction down to a double C, which is still large, but my body is more able to handle that at 64 going forward than it is with a size E. Now, I love my breasts, so don't get me wrong, but I also know that for my body frame, I probably should have them reduced. So I hopefully can see the surgeon this week, but then of course, you know, it's a waiting game. And if I can see the surgeon this week, then, you know, of course they don't schedule your surgery that day. It might be weeks before I can get the surgery. Who knows? So that's the plan right now, is to have perky C breasts instead of perky E breasts. So, and I've talked about all the implant stories and all that, and these were done about 25, almost 30 years ago, actually. Yeah, I had 2 sets of implants. The first set I ever had were the saline. That was way back. But I had beautiful breasts. Okay, so it wasn't like I was flat-chested or anything. I just wanted to keep them, you know, as you get older, they can go low. So I wanted to keep them perky. Just being honest here. And so the first set were saline, and the saline to me were fine, but when I got to Europe, all my friends were getting the silicone, brand new French, Paris, France implants. So I had the Paris, France implants, whatever they were, put in, and actually they've worked quite great. They've actually worked great all these years, and I probably don't have to have them replaced, but the reason for it is just if I go to a C, I don't even have to wear a bra, okay? I won't even have to wear a bra for probably even running, you know? Do not trust a crosswalk. I was just there. I think I messed up on my video where I stood over there again and nobody stopped. Don't trust a crosswalk. So, you know, this video may be messed up. So if there's parts missing or whatever, just understand. The light, you know, the sun, you can't see what you're photographing sometimes when you are making these, because of the sun so bright. And so, yeah, so a size C is, if I messed up on this video and it's jumping around, then just understand why. So a size C is probably what I'm going to go to, a double C from an E. Okay, so enough of that story. I just want to say cancer is a very scary when you think you've got it. So don't minimize anybody going through that journey ever. I have greatest compassion for people. I have greatest compassion for anyone going through any kind of health crisis, and I always have. This just gave me a deeper understanding, because I never really thought much beyond taking care of my breasts. I never really thought much about any of this. So at 64, you know, I'm going to tell you what I really learned in this process too. I'm going to kind of just randomly go through things. I can tell you, I have no desire to be around not nice people. You know, I used to give not nice people a second chance. To be honest, the first sign of not niceness, I'm now walking away. There was somebody not too long ago that in my estimation was not nice. And I gave him a lot of chances. I thought, you know, I want to be right about this. I don't want to jump to conclusions. Maybe they were having a bad day, bad week, bad month, I don't know. Bad personality. And I waited because I wanted to make sure. And that's probably the right way to do it. But you know what? To be honest, I wouldn't do that again. I would have just unfriended. Unfriended? Which I did, okay? But what I'm saying is, my second chances for a lot of people, unless they're extremely special and understand and special circumstances, I don't know. I'm walking away. I have no time for not nice people. These trees are beautiful. We're going out today. My husband and I, we're going out today, and we're going to go to about an hour or two away, where all the leaves are changing. So hopefully I get some video of all that, okay? And but I don't want to I don't want to do any overnight stuff right now until my breast is healed. And once it's healed, then I will go skydiving. Yes, I think I'm going to go skydiving. This has really changed me. So the second thing that's really changed me is I'm living fully in the now. Now, I've always lived in the now. Okay, you all know I make videos on that. Living in the now. But I'm really living in the now, and I might do skydiving. I'm not going to force myself to skydive. If I'm too scared to do it, I'm not going to do it, okay? But I might. I really might. I'm really thinking about it. But let me get my breast situation all squared away. And you know, let me go from there. And I take nothing for granted. I don't take health for granted ever again. Not that I ever did, but I'm really not now. This was a wake-up call. Not that I needed a wake-up call, because I was already awake. But, you know, I have to tell you, it really scared me. I was scared, okay? I know, Dianna Brianne, you don't get scared. You got it all together. No, I didn't. I had it together, but I was really, really, really scared. And I'm just being honest. And this thing needs to heal. You know, I'd show y'all a picture of it, but I don't want to gross you out. It's not under the breast. It's not over the, you know, the part that sticks out. I don't know if you can see it on the YouTube. So it's not on that part. It's the part a bit under, but still not under the breast. Not completely under. I thought it was it's kind of under, but it's not completely under. And I don't know. That nasty old underwire bra I had. We're gonna blame it on that. Okay, let's leave it at that. Anyhow, so I'll take you along, whatever, you know, when I go to the doctors, surgeons, whatever, see what they have to say. So yeah, I'm gonna live fully. You know, I love my life. I have lived fully. I have lived so fully in my life. I got this blue bra. Can you see it's kind of a blue bra sticking out here? It's has no underwire. It's just kind of not even a bra. I don't know what it is. It's just something to kind of protect me out here because I didn't want to not have anything on. So it's kind of doesn't look right. Okay. Beautiful day. So, what are my plans for the future? Is to enjoy every day. I've done my bucket list, like I said. I don't have a bucket list. I've done everything on my personal bucket list. You know, everybody has a different bucket list. Some people want this, they want that. I don't want anything. I just want to enjoy everyday life. That's my bucket list. That's my bucket list. And I'm very fortunate. I have a very supportive family and very supportive friends. I'm going to tell you, you know, when I got sick 10 years ago, and that was a whole different ball of wax. That was called the wooden hanger brain aneurysm, where I ran into that wooden hanger, blunt force. And I was on and pretty sick for about a year. And I watched, and you got to go back on that video. That's like, I did that like a year ago when I first came on. So go back, I think it's called brain aneurysm. I did numerous ones on that subject. So health crisis, brain aneurysm, just type in those keywords. Wooden hanger, nasty old wooden hanger. I'm gonna put that with the underwire bra. And so I started watching a documentary type of thing on Farrah Fawcett. Now there's a lot of them out there, but this one was on NBC. It was a 2-hour documentary. So I wanted to go, I watched it a lot back then. It just gave me comfort, because I didn't know what I was going through. They didn't know what I was going through 10 years ago, okay? Until they took the CAT scan, and that came months later. As I talked about, doctor number 17 discovered it. Have an advocate. Ask questions, write it down. And if you think something's wrong, and just find more than one opinion. It took me 17. 17 doctors. Go watch those videos if you want. And so anyhow, what happened was I watched this Farrah Fawcett special, and you can find it. I'm not going to tell you where you can find it, but you just have to type in like Farrah Fawcett Farrah's story 2-hour documentary, and you'll find it. Fantastic, and it just shows her journey through that whole nightmare. And that, believe it or not, it comforted me to watch it, to know that somebody else went through it. That's in part why I documented what I was going through, because I had no idea. I still have no idea, some of it, you know. And I'm not transparent on everything. Don't think I am. But I'm transparent on where I can help people as much as I possibly can. Okay. And that's why I talk a lot about this. And I know there are people out there that are nasty. There's nasty people in the in-person world. There's nasty people in the virtual world. And I've got them, I've had them in both. And I've had them, you're going to find people that give you thumbs down and all that kind of stuff and are nasty. But they're usually not nasty enough to write a nasty comment, because they know that you'll block them and they don't want to be made a fool of in the midst of it when you're talking about a serious topic. So I'm talking about all this to help people. So for those that don't want to hear it, you can find one of my other good videos, okay? So this is for people that are going through struggles and difficulties. It's scary. I went through it with my daughter. What was that, 3-4 years ago? 3-4 years ago, when she almost died. She had a portal vein occlusion that nobody knew about, and I kept taking her to the doctors. I knew she was sick, and they told me she had the flu. She didn't have the flu, and I kept taking her back. I decided to take her to the emergency room when the main doctor, who's a great doctor, called and said, thank goodness I was pushy, and took her that day and kept saying, there's something wrong, I don't believe this. They're saying it's the flu. So he did take blood work. You have to go watch that, called portal vein occlusion thrombosis. And it was a birth defect that we didn't know about it. Anyhow, that was a whole traumatic thing. And then my mom, I took care of my mom for 3 years, that. I was called caregiver. That was pretty rough. And, other things. Other things. So you can live long enough. You get to 64, you've probably been through quite a few things. And so I try to share. Not to give advice, because y'all know I don't give advice or suggestions or even information. I just share with you my journey. Share with you my journey. Because I figure if I share with you my journey, it may provide at least comfort of knowing someone else has experienced some stuff. Maybe not the same as what you're going through, but they've experienced stuff too. And so I shared a lot of it. I'm actually coming close to 4,700 videos on this channel, and y'all know I have 5 channels. So if you're not connected to all 5, please connect. And so I just want to enjoy life. And I love being out here every day. I love it. I love same trail each and every day. I just love it. And I love the simple things of life. I do my best at taking great care of my health. I love my family. I love my friends. Oh, I want to talk about friends. So in the movie about Farrah, great movie, great documentary. And for me, it comforted me. Some people, they may not feel that way, but it comforted me knowing someone else had gone through a journey and that they were willing to share it. And one of the things in that video, she had great girlfriends. And as soon as I came out of there yesterday, because I knew my husband was playing golf, and he was playing golf in the morning, and he came back home, and I told him, I said, I don't want you to go with me, I want to go by myself, because he's always willing to go with me and support me. Okay, so I purposefully told him no. Some journeys you have to walk alone. Others walk with you, but that part of the journey, I didn't want him sitting there. I wanted to digest this myself, whatever it happened to be. So one of the first people I called was my girlfriends, and I said, guess what? They said it's not cancer. They said it's not a leakage. They don't know what it is, what caused it, but they said that I'm okay with my breasts from that point of view. Like I said, it hasn't healed yet. So it hasn't healed yet, but it's not breast cancer or breast leakage. And so I shared it with my girlfriends. I gotta share it with y'all. I gotta share it. So who do you call when you need to cry, when you need to celebrate? I call my girlfriends. I do. So yeah, let me get my breast healed. Let me get to the surgeon. Let me get through all this, and I want to go skydiving. We'll see. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to promise you skydiving, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe. And just enjoy life. Enjoy your life. And that's what I'm doing. I'm enjoying my life. And I want to be surrounded by people that love me and that I love, that I care about, that I like, that I enjoy. I don't have time for the rest, okay? Remember when I was really young and I'd be nice to not nice people and, give them my time. I don't do that now. I'm not ever going to do that again. I'm not going to be impolite or anything like that, but I'm most certainly going to walk away without an excuse. No excuses anymore. No asking for permission from people that I don't need to ask for permission from. I'm not going to ask for permission from somebody I don't need to ask for permission from. I'm going to live life my way as long as it's the right way. Okay, as y'all know, I turn around right here, my little turnaround spot, because this is where the dirt meets the pavement. See the pavement? See the sand? Turn around. Yeah. So I'm just, going to have me a good old time. So today I think we're going to go see the leaves turn, because here we have all these beautiful, beautiful trees, but they don't turn colors. Most of them. Some of them do. But not like some other places. So we're going to go about an hour away. Then we'll come back and probably stop along the way for dinner. My son's going to be home, so he doesn't want to go. And, you know, when they get to that age, early 20s, they're not all excited about the leaves churning. They're not. It's a different ball of wax with your kids when they're in their 20s. And so yeah, I have 2 young adult kids living at home. One who's applied for an apartment, so I think he's going to get it. My kids are workers. Oh my gosh. My other son has 3 jobs. My one son has 1 job. My one son has 2 full-time jobs. My other son has 3 part-time jobs and goes to college. Of course, he loves all of his jobs because they're all at golf courses and you get free golf. So he loves those. Plus, one of his jobs, he can actually do his homework while he's at work because they let him do that if there's spare time there. So that's good. That's good. And he goes to college. So I have 2 living at home right now. One, my daughter, she has her own place. And, you know, she's in her early 20s and she wants to do her own thing, which is very normal because, you know, think about it. When I was 20, well, when I was 17, I was living on my own, essentially. And, but at 19, I was living in California on my own. And at early 20s, I was working in LA. And I loved, you know, that was back when LA was so incredible. And Hollywood, LA, all of that. So, and I was really on my own, making my own choices and decisions, and some were not so perfect and some were wonderful decisions. And, you know, I knew that one of the things early on, I knew that sometimes I had to make change. I had to make change. And I had this one job, which was a very good job. It paid well, but it was a nowhere job. And I decided I was moving to Hollywood from the beach community. Now, I kept my apartment at the beach, but I moved to LA, job-wise. Oh my gosh, did I get one fabulous job. A right job can make all the difference because your work environment is where you meet people and connect. So someone said in a comment one day on my YouTube, you strategically made decisions, something to the effect, you strategically designed your life. I don't know if I designed it, but I did make strategic decisions. And one of them was knowing that where you work plays a big part. I met my husband at my work, through my work. His plane broke. His plane broke. And he came in. Yes. So don't tell people you know, of course I always tell people to stay professional in your job. And I did. He wasn't somebody I worked with. And so, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. And so, sometimes you gotta change environments. Not always. I've known people, this very famous actress, that stayed on the same job for like 40 years. But she was able to use that job as her springboard to other jobs. And a lot of people quit and were never saw again, but she maintained that job, that wonderful job, and the character she played, while pursuing other jobs at the same time and wrapping those other jobs around that job. So sometimes you can get everything you want where you're at. You just have to kind of tweak your situation. Okay? Other times you have to make a complete change. Now remember, these are all my own opinions. I don't give advice, anything like that. I just share with you my perspective. And Yeah, so sometimes you got to make changes. Sometimes you got to stay right where you're at. Some people make changes and leave the right place for a wrong place. Remember, a wrong place doesn't mean it's a bad place, or a wrong person doesn't mean it's a bad person. It just means it's not right for, or the best opportunity for your life. And sometimes, like me, I left that fabulous job in LA, and people said, oh, how can you leave that fabulous job in LA? You shouldn't do that. But I knew it was time for me to move on to other areas of my life that could not be completed there. Okay, so although I left one of the two most fabulous jobs I ever had, and I had a few, and then I had a few I didn't like either, okay? And I left those. One of the things, when I didn't like a job, I left it as soon as I could. You know, I did. Now, have I had hard times in life? Yes, 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 yes. Everyone says, oh, you've lived this enchanted life. Yes, I have lived an enchanted life, but I've also, in between the enchantment, were huge challenges, some of them. Some of them were huge. Some of them were smaller. Some of them were big. I've had my challenges, okay? So, don't think I haven't. You don't get through life without it. Now, when you make a change, you gotta be prepared that sometimes it's not gonna be easy. You may come against problems. You may come against challenges. Every change I ever made seemed to, not everyone, but most of them came with some challenges, or a lot of them, or some difficult periods of time in between while I was searching. Maybe I thought what I was going to was the right thing when I found out it wasn't, but I'd already left what was, but what I left was right to leave, but now I was stuck in that inner in period and trying to figure it out. Sometimes that can take a little while. Okay. Boy, there's a lot of cars here. Oh my gosh, we never have cars here. Wow, it's something. Normally it looks just like this. You know, no cars. So maybe it's because it's a weekend. Everybody wants to be out. Everybody wants to be out. That's our little traffic circle here. I don't even know why they put one there, but they did. So I have this beautiful day that I am so grateful for. I make my YouTube videos, and I realize, you know, like this one's going to be a long one. So I realize there would be some people that might sit and make a cup of tea and watch the whole thing, but most people watch, what, a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of a video. I got that. But you know, I originally made these videos for my kids 10 years ago when I had the wooden hanger situation I just talked about a little bit ago, and where I ran into the wooden hanger. And so I started making videos because I wanted my kids to have, they were little, and I didn't know if I was going to be around, you know, due to what I was going through. And so I wanted them to have my wisdom. So that's how all this started. Basically, I think I had the channel, and then I started pushing out 1-minute content for my kids. The content really wasn't labeled. It really wasn't anything much. You know, just little wisdom topics, no title, no nothing. Then 1.5 years ago or so, I said, well, everybody kept saying, you gotta start going public. And so that's kind of where I started using Grandma's porch as my backdrop and everything. And I just share with you. I just share with you my thoughts, you know. I share with you my life, bits and pieces of it, not all of it. I'm not gonna share all of it. My family's kind of funny about being on video. So sometimes they're on video with me, but usually it's just very briefly. You know, maybe I'll become more of a, you know, we used to have a motorhome. Oh, we had 2. Oh, we traveled 48 states. Our kids were small, but old enough to remember it. And it was wonderful. I homeschooled. It was just incredible and fabulous. And that journey. So I'd love to have another motorhome. And who knows? But the way the world is right now, I'm not sure I want to be traveling around. I'm really not sure. I haven't decided that. So we'll kind of see. And so I am simply enjoying my everyday life, and I hope you are enjoying your everyday life as well. And I just roll with it, take you along for my journey. And you know, my channel has been stuck at 15.9 for a very long time. It goes to 16K and immediately gets dropped down. It's a glitch of some sort, or a purposeful glitch, or not a purposeful glitch, or whatever. I don't know. But whatever my channel does is fine. I would, you know, according to my calculations, it should be about 80,000, 60 to 80,000 now. And this has been going on for a long time. I grow about 200 a day, and they take 202 away. And it's not the new people. Okay, it's my old time tried and true friends that are not spam, okay? Oh, it's spam, it's spam. Nope, it's not spam. So I've been through it around and around in circles. So I'm praying at some point YouTube will say, by the way, we've got these 60,000 people, or 40,000, or 20,000, whatever their number happens to be, and we're going to give them all back to you. We're going to give them all to you. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know. It is what it is. I'm just here for fun, to inspire, to uplift, to motivate, not to advise or anything like that. And just to enjoy. And I love the leaves. Let me pick some of them. Can you see? I'm picking them. I don't know if YouTube will ever let me grow again. You know, and you can watch my channel. As soon as I get to the 16K mark, and I'll say 16K, it drops right back down. Oh, Dianna Brianne, it's spam. Come on. I can tell you a whole list of friends that are not spam, that we come to each other's channels. They unconnect me to, and they unconnect them to me, and vice versa. And these are real people. They're not spam. We go on each other's live streams and videos and all that. Okay, so that's not the situation, but it is what it is, and I respect YouTube, and I hope they love me enough to be kind to me and give me some love back, a lot of love. And I made a lot of wonderful videos and wonderful content. Any which way, I'm just a girl who's going to have fun to the best of my ability. Love you all much. Okay, so here is the beautiful trees. The beautiful, beautiful trees. See, that one's starting to, all the leaves are falling. So I'm glad we're going today to go look at the leaves, because probably in another day or two, they're all going to be pretty much close to the ground, I think. Yeah. Gorgeous day, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I'm almost home, and I'm going to upload this. Hopefully I can get it uploaded before we leave, and hope you all have an amazing day. I really do. Do something fun, do something you enjoy, do something you love, do a lot of what you love. Remember, life is precious. Thank you for coming along, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. May God bless you. Oh, and make sure to like, share, subscribe, please. I would appreciate it. Links are pinned to the top of the comment section below. Okay. In my backyard. You can always tell I'm getting ready for my property because of the dog barking. It's not my dog. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I know you all ask me why I go this way, but it avoids the main road, and it's our property. So, and then there's a small space in between this for public use. So even though it's all wooded. Okay, Okay. Home, home, home. Home, home, home. Thank you. It's always wonderful to be home. Love being home. Love, 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 love being home. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you coming for my Wisdom on the Run. And now I'm home. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you. May God bless you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Look what my son brought me. I know you're all probably going to say, oh, that's not the most healthy thing you could eat. But you know what? After this past week, I am absolutely thrilled. And let's see what else he got. Got any more stuff.